Okay, so your first lesson will be the lesson that we'll be doing today, okay, which is preparation of computer specification. All right, now you all are buying a lot of computers nowadays. If you see recently, yes, today actually iPhone 14 was released, right? So there are a lot of devices all of us are using. Definitely all of you all must be having your own mobile phones, right? On mobile phones, on computers, on laptops, like you all would have bought them, right? Like, how did you all actually buy? Can you tell me how did you actually buy? Like, you can drop it in the chat or you can unmute and speak. Like, I want you to interact with me. Okay. Just tell me, how did you, okay, buy when you're buying a mobile phone or a laptop? What did you see and buy? Now, when I was buying my mobile phone, I was checking for the camera quality. Okay. And then I was, specifications. Exactly. Yeah. When you're buying any device, yes, any electronic device, you check for the specifications. Okay. So now when I was buying my mobile phone, I was checking in for the camera quality, whether I have a good camera. Okay. And then whether I have enough of storage. I was checking on those things. Okay. So like that, okay, whenever you're buying any electronic device, so when you take any computer, so any computerized device, you need to look on to certain things. Okay, you need to look on to certain things. Okay, those things, okay, those can be internal things as well as external things. Yes, okay, you need to look on to certain things. Those are called specification. Now, okay, we'll say for an example. Okay, I'll explain it in a very simpler manner. Okay, now we'll say I bought a iPhone. Okay, the worth of iPhone is, we'll say, 2 lakhs. Okay, but the specification of the iPhone, when you take, okay, it has a good camera. Okay, camera is good, storage is good, battery is good, almost like everything is good. Okay, same thing. Okay, Samsung will say the latest one, maybe something like we'll take the A version. Okay, A72. Okay, it has the equal camera quality, equal storage, equal battery, everything is similar. Okay, but when you take this A version, price is lesser than the iPhone price. The reason is the specification of the computer or the device. Rather than computer, I would say device. Okay, so whenever we are about to buy a particular device, we have to look on to specification, because these specification only will determine the quality of the product. Okay, these specifications only will be determining the quality of the product. Okay, so when you take, okay, whenever you're going to buy a computer, now most of y'all must not be having a computer now here, right? Some of y'all might be having, some of y'all might not be having. Okay, the first and no, Apple device is not famous because it is branded, but due to some other reasons that I will be talking about. Okay, just keep ahead the Apple brand. Okay, not because of the brand, but due to another reason. Okay, so yeah, now we'll say you are going to buy a device. Okay, let it be, we'll say you are going to buy computer. Okay, or maybe it's a phone, so whatever it is. Okay, we'll consider it as a computer. You're going to buy a computer. Okay, so the first question you have to ask yourself is, am I going to buy a portable computer or non-portable computer? What do you mean by portable and non-portable? Portable means you can carry this computer anywhere. Now, always remember, at your home, your smartphone, smart TV, smartwatch, all those are computers. Okay, all those, not just the laptop or the desktop that you use is a computer. All those smart devices that you have at your home, all those are computers. Okay, now whenever you're going to buy a computer, the first and foremost question you have to ask yourself is, am I going to buy a portable computer or a non-portable computer? What do you mean by portable computer? Is a computer that you can carry is known as a portable computer. Non-portable is you can't carry it. It's fixed to a place. Okay, you can't carry it. It's a weight. Okay, it's so heavy and it is fixed to a place. Now, the reason why you are identifying whether you're going to buy a portable or non-portable, because based on that, okay, based on now when you take, okay, when you go to, if you all are having any time, okay, just if you all might be going for these one Golf Face mall and different malls are there now. You all are going for somehow one of the malls, okay, around Colombo or maybe outside maybe Candy or somewhere. You all might be going to these malls, right? So once when you go to that malls, just go inside these Abans, Singer showrooms are there, just go inside and check. Okay, ask for them for the price of a desktop computer and the price of a laptop computer. The laptop will be expensive than a desktop computer. The reason why it is expensive than a laptop, a desktop computer, okay, the laptop is expensive than a desktop computer is because of certain features, certain specifications, like, now there are certain specification a laptop should have because it is portable. You can carry it. Therefore, there are certain specifications. Now, when you take these desktop computers, those are not portable. So there are certain specification for that. Okay, so that's why differing this specification. Why it is necessary to study about this specifications is because depending on the specification, a price of an item differs. Okay, next time when say you're going to buy a computer or a laptop or a mobile phone, always look into these things. Now we are going to study certain things that we need to look when buying a laptop or a computer. So we look onto those. What are those things? Because the reason why it is necessary to look is if you want to determine the quality of the item that you are using, these specifications are the one that will be determining. Okay, so the first and foremost question you should ask yourself is, am I going to buy a portable computer or an unportable computer? Now, if you're buying, we'll say a portable one, a laptop or something, now do you need to buy other peripheral devices? Peripheral devices mean devices that are connected to a computer is known as a peripheral devices. Now, if you are buying a laptop computer, you don't have to buy a separate keyboard, separate mouse, separate speaker, separate microphone and all. You don't have to buy. But if you are buying a desktop computer, you have to buy them separately. You have to buy a speaker separately, a microphone separately, everything separately, right? So this is one reason why it is necessary to identify whether you are going to buy a portable computer or a non-portable computer. Because if you are buying a portable computer, these other peripheral devices are not necessary. But if you are buying a non-portable, you definitely need these other peripheral devices. So when you're talking about peripheral devices, as I told, peripheral devices are devices that are connected to the computer, right? Peripheral devices are devices that are connected to a computer. So when you're talking about these peripheral devices, okay, these peripheral devices are categorized into three: as input, okay, output, and storage devices. These peripheral devices are categorized into three: as input, output, and storage devices. Input devices means devices that are used to send data inside the computer. In a simpler way, if I have to explain you, input devices are devices that you use to give something for the computer. You give something, okay? Now, when you take a mouse, you are moving the mouse, okay? So you're basically giving instruction. You're clicking here, closing, clicking somewhere else. You are drawing or moving, okay? So you're giving certain instructions, right? So you're giving instructions. So mouse is a input device. So when you take keyboard, using a keyboard, you're clicking the buttons and giving certain instructions, certain data. So therefore, keyboard is a input device. When you take microphone, you're giving your voice, you're speaking through that and giving your voice inside, right? So microphone is also input device. So the device that you use to give something inside the computer is known as a input device. Okay. Then the next one is output device. Output devices are devices that you can get something from the computer. You give something to the computer, it is input device. You get something from the computer, those are called output device. Now, when you take monitor, from the monitor, the screen is given out to me, right? So monitor is an output device. Then speaker, when you're taking speaker, the sound is given out, right? So speaker is an output device. Then printer. Printer is a device that you can take printouts, right? Printouts. You can get printouts, right? So printer is a output device. Then storage device. Storage devices are devices that are used to store data, like pen drive, hard disk, RAM, CD, DVD, all these come under them. So why it is necessary to identify whether you are going to buy a portable computer or a non-portable computer is because if it is non-portable, you need to buy peripheral devices separately. Okay, which is input device, output device, and storage devices separately when you are buying a computer. But if you are buying a portable computer, but if you are buying a non-portable computer, those and all you don't have to buy separately. This is why it is necessary to identify whether you are going to buy a portable computer or non-portable computer. Okay, so first of all, you need to identify that. Okay, then the second thing what you need to identify is, okay, the second thing that you need to identify is, we call them as specifications. Okay, specifications, I told you, specification determines the quality of a device. So when you take specifications, okay, when you're considering specifications of a computer, they are classified into two: technical specification and non-technical specification. Technical specification means what you see inside the computer. Something that you see inside the computer before buying a computer is known as a technical specification. Okay? Non-technical specification is things that you see outside the computer, like the price, the warranty, like that is not something real. It's related to computer, but not something that will last long. Now, when you take technical specification, those are inside the computer that will last a longer period. But non-technical specifications are related to computer, but outside computer, and that will not last for a long time. Okay, so you need to know, once you identify whether you're going to buy portable or non-portable, the second thing that you need to see is the specification. So their specifications are classified into two, as technical and non-technical. Technical means what you see inside the computer. Non-technical means what you see outside the computer. Up to now, is there any questions, any doubts, any clarifications? Anybody? You can raise your hands, or you can drop it in the chat box, or you can unmute and ask your question if you have any questions up to now. I hope it's clear.
No doubt, teacher.
Okay, great. Okay, if you're having doubt, please feel free to excuse me and ask. Okay, I'll be clarifying it. And if you feel I'm fast also, let me know. I will slow down. Okay, if any of you feel like I'm doing it faster, just let me know. I will slow down. Okay, so when you are speaking about technical specification of a computer, okay, there are certain technical specifications that we need to see. Very important. Okay, those are very, very important. The first technical specification that we are supposed to see is the processor. Processor means, okay, you know something called CPU. CPU is not that black color box in your, that fixed to the computer. That is called a system unit. I have noticed this with a lot of my students. They call this as a CPU. This is not a CPU. Okay, inside this you have a tiny chip. Okay, a small chip. This is only called as a CPU. So another name for this is processor. Okay, another name given for this is what? A processor. So the first and foremost thing you need to see is the processor, because the speed of the computer depends on the processor. So we'll say your computer is slow. So first and foremost, you have to see what is the processor you are using. If you are using a single core or a dual core, now when you take processor, these processors are classified into three types. Okay, as single core, dual core, and quad core. What is the difference? Okay, let's see what do you mean by single core, what do you mean by dual core, and what do you mean by quad core. Okay, now in our computers and all, we do multitasking. You all know we do multitasking, right? So in a single core computer, okay, You can't work simultaneously. In a better way, if I had to explain you, if you are using a single core computer, if you are running two tasks, we say my Zoom is open and my Google Chrome is also open. Okay. Okay, my Zoom is also open. My Google Chrome is also open. Yeah, Lukman, just to clarify your question, this PDF, I mean, this is a tute that I give for my students. So only if the worksheet will be given for the free session students. Okay, these tutes are exclusive only for my students. I hope it's clear, Lukman, right? Because that will be unfair for my students, right? Okay, so yeah, but you can take screenshots if you want. You can post me and you can take screenshot. If you think this tute is important on you, yes, you can take screenshot. I wouldn't. Yeah, okay, so yeah, single core, dual core and quad core. Now I told, okay, now single core is, now I'm running a lot of tasks in my computer right now. My Zoom is working and my Google Chrome is working and Microsoft Edge is working. So many things are running, right? So if you're using a single core processor, if you open more than one task, the computer will get slow. Okay, the computer will get slow. That means if I want to move my mouse also, my mouse will move like this, slowly only it will move. Okay, if I want to type something on the screen also, once I type, after 5 minutes only, I'll be getting it on the screen also. So it will be slow. So why it is necessary to identify the processor is because the speed of the computer depends on this processor. So you should now you're saying you are in the year 2022. So you're in the year 2022 right now. Anybody, okay, sometimes people will tell you, okay, I have a laptop worth of 40,000 and just ask for them the processor. They will tell either it's a single core or dual core. Single core or dual core computers are slower than quad core. So even if someone gives them for free, don't get it because it's definitely going to be slow. Okay, so always remember why it is necessary to check on the processor, because the speed of the computer depends on the processor. Now I am also using a laptop right now, so let me see my laptop. I hope it's my screen is visible on everyone, right? So if you want to see your laptop, what kind of a processor you are using, go to your search and there's an option called about your PC. Once you click that, can you see here the processor is there, 11th gen Intel R Core TM. That means what? I am using a quad core. I am using a i7. This core i7. Okay, the i versions, i5, i7. These i versions are there. Those are belonging to quad core. Okay, processors only. Dual core processors are named as dual core, core 2 duo. Single core computers are Pentium 1, Pentium 2 like that. Now I can remember this year April on Abans they were putting laptops for 35,000 something like that. Okay, so when I went through the processor and saw it was single core, it was actually Pentium 3 or something, Pentium 3 or Pentium 4. So just because it's cheap, imagine me buying it and then later I'm telling that it's slower. What's the point? Because I know the processor is old. Single core and dual core are definitely going to be slower. So after buying it, what is the point in bragging that it is slow, right? So when next time when you're going to buy a laptop or a computer, check in for the processor. Make sure the processor is a quad core processor. Then only your computer will be speedier. Okay, so some of the companies that manufactures these processors are whom? Apple, Intel, and AMD. Okay, so Apple computers, we use Apple processors. Now, when you take HP, Dell, and all, we use Intel Core i5, Core i7. AMD, you can find it very rarely only. You will be able to find AMD. Okay, up to now, any questions about this processor? Okay, I forgot to mention the speed of the processor. Yeah. So when you're talking about the speed, now you know the distance. Now, your mathematics, you all might have learned, no? How is the length measured in centimeters or meters? How is the distance measured in? It's measured in? How is the distance measured?
Meter, kilometer.
Meter, kilometer. And yeah,
Yeah.
but how is the weight measured? Grams or kilograms? So same way, the speed of a processor is measured in hertz. Okay, the speed of the processor is measured in hertz. Okay, in nowadays computers, the recent computers, recent laptops, in a better way if I have to explain, modern generation computers, it is measured in megahertz and gigahertz. Now look here, I'm going to open my PC and show you. See, I am using a Core i7. That means what type of a processor am I using? It is a quad core processor. And can you see the speed of my processor? What is the speed? 2.80 gigahertz. Understood how to see a computer's processor and speed, and why is it necessary to see? Was it clear? Any questions? Any doubts?
No, teacher.
It's clear, right?
No, teacher.
Okay, nice. Okay. So yeah, let's move on to this. Okay, these MCQs, you all can do it by your own self. Okay, you all can do it by your own self, the MCQ. Okay, if I have time, yes, I'll be doing MCQs. Okay, let me move on to this part. Okay, you all are going to tell me an example. Tell me an example of a single core processor. An example. One example. Anybody would like to tell? Yes, go ahead. I saw somebody unmuting themselves. Okay, Pentium 1. So Pentium, you can say Pentium 1, Pentium 2, Pentium 3, Pentium 4. Or the entire Pentium version belongs to what? To the single core. Then tell me an example of dual core.
Dual core, core 2.
Dual core 2. Okay, core 2 also you can tell. What about quad core? Quad
i7.
core?
Oh, i7.
i7.
M9.
i5, i3.
I5.
Yeah, i3. So the
i3.
entire I version belongs to what? Quad core. Okay, so it's pretty easier to identify, right? So if you know the I version belong to quad core, okay, the Pentium versions belong to single core. Okay, now look at this chart. Now this is a particular chart. In this chart, okay, they have given some technical specifications, okay, of a computer. There are two computers. This is computer A and this is computer B. Okay, now look at this and tell me, okay, who is the manufacturer? Okay, who is the manufacturer? The first question they are asking is, name the computer manufacturer of the processor of computer A. They are asking who is the processor manufacturer of computer A. Who is the processor manufacturer? Go ahead.
Intel.
Intel. What about computer B? What about computer B?
AMD.
AM. You don't have to say the word R. It's AMD. AMD, Intel, and Apple are the only ones. The R is just, it's copyright. R is, we say copyright. Okay. So what about the type of processor used in computer A? Type of. Go ahead. I heard something.
i3.
Yeah, the type. What is the type? Okay, what is the type? Is it a
Quad.
yes, very good.
Quad core.
What about
Quad
computer
core.
B? Computer B.
Pentium.
Have they no Pentium is an example
Quad
for
core.
a type. Single core.
Dual core.
Dual core. You can see it's core 2, right? Core 2 belongs to what? Dual core, right? Dual core.
Yeah.
Understood? These are the typical types of questions you can get when you are doing question from this lesson. These are the typical type of questions. Okay. So yeah, let's move on to the next part. Okay. Now we are going into the next thing. Hard disk. What is a hard disk? Now, hard disk is the very now when you take hard disk, it's very important. Look, now when you are buying a mobile phone, you all see for storage, no, 64 GB, 32 GB, 128 GB, like that you all see for the storage. Okay, so this storage, okay, so this storage is only basically hard disk. Now laptops also, computers also have this hard disk. Why is it necessary to see a hard disk? Is because the data are permanently stored in a hard disk only. The files that you create, the movies that you watch, okay, the movies that you have downloaded, the games that you have downloaded, whatever it is, everything is stored permanently to a hard disk, right? So it is necessary to make sure that the hard disk that you are buying is having more space. Because what's the point in buying a hard disk that is less space? Because back again you have to buy another hard disk, right? Why waste? Why you need to spend twice? Like once you can spend all, right? Like two times spending, once you can spend it, right? So it's necessary to see the hard disk because hard disk is the important storage device when it comes to a computer. Okay, so when you see, okay, a computer that has more hard disk capacity is expensive than a computer that has less hard disk capacity. If I have to explain into a better way, y'all are buying data cards, no? What are the different types of data cards y'all buy? Y'all don't buy KB cards, no? Y'all buy MB, GB cards, no? GB cards, MB cards, y'all buy, no? And or maybe when y'all are buying, no, I'm talking about the types of data cards. I mean, not the companies you buy it from, type. Okay, in a better way, if I had to ask you, when y'all are buying pen drive, y'all buy pen drive based on GBs now. If it is 16, mobile phones also, how do you buy? If it is 16 GB, will you buy? Okay, I'll ask this question. Will you buy, now, we see a phone, okay? There are two phones. Both the phones are 90,000 only. But one phone storage capacity is 6 GB, okay? And the other phone storage capacity is 10 GB. Which phone will you buy? Will you buy the 6 GB phone or the 10 GB phone?
10 GB.
Why?
10 GB.
Because the capacity is
Because
more.
the capacity is
Higher.
Yes, more. So same way only, okay? When you are taking a computer, sometimes certain devices are expensive because of the capacity, the storage capacity. Okay, so first of all, it starts as KB, then the next storage, the next level of storage capacity is MB, then the next level of storage capacity is GB, and the very next level is TB, and you have one more called the PB. PB is not used in day-to-day life. You can only find it in big organizations like, NASA, server rooms and all, only PB is used. Other than that, in our day-to-day life, our computer hard disks are based on TB. Pen drives that we use, mobile phones that we use are based on GB. MB and KB are very small, okay? More than MB, KB is even more smaller. Very less amount of files only you can save, okay? So here, look at this computer, okay? Look at this computer and tell me, okay, which computer is with the highest storage capacity? Is it computer A or computer B? Which computer?
computer A.
Why? Because it is having
Computer
1
A.
TB. Yes. What about computer B? It is having less. GB is smaller than TB. Always remember, even though the value is going as 1 and 500, value doesn't matter. Always remember, TB is bigger than GB. This is something that you have to note. Okay. So I hope this part is also clear. So next time when you are buying, if you will you buy a computer which has GB or TB, what are you going to buy?
TB.
TB.
Yes. Okay. Then the next one is monitor display. Now, okay, all our computers, today you all must be using computers. All your computers must be flat screen, no? All your flat screen computers, no? You all call them. Laptops also, let it be now. Laptops, since those days, it's flat screen only. But computers, desktop computers, when you see, flat screen, right? Now, when I was your age, I was using CRT. What is CRT? Any idea what is CRT? Have you seen your if your grandparents, if you're having grandparents, you might have seen this TV in your home. Have you seen this big Bundy TV?
Yeah.
Have you seen? This is called a CRT. Okay. Most of you all who are having grandparents, in your grandparents' room, you can find this. Okay. So this was the initial. Okay. When I was your age, I was using this monitor. Okay. This is called a CRT monitor. Okay. This consumes a lot of electricity. It's cheap. Okay. It's very cheap, but consumes a lot of electricity. Okay, nowadays what you are using is known as LCD. The nowadays the screen, the monitor, computer screen that you're using, this flat one, this is called a LCD. LCD is little expensive than CRT. Okay, little expensive, not so expensive, little expensive, and consumes less electricity. Now, have you seen these billboards and all? Maybe you all might have seen these billboards in the road and all. In the road, have you seen these billboards? Like big TV screen board on the road when you all are coming, have you seen or no?
No.
Haven't you seen these billboards like this?
I have
What
seen.
have
I have seen.
definitely you all must have seen, right? These
Some
billboards on the
supermarket.
roads.
Some
Ah,
supermarket.
yes, in these malls and all you might find it. Okay, so these are called LED screen. Okay, so what is the difference between CRT, LED, and LCD is okay. CRT is cheap. Okay, it consumes more electricity and it is large and heavy. LCD is little expensive, consumes less electricity and small and less weight. LED is expensive, okay, but consumes even lesser electricity and it is weightless. Now, when you are going to buy a computer, are you going to buy a computer that has a CRT monitor, LCD monitor, or LED monitor? What are you going to buy?
LED
Something
monitor.
that
LED monitor.
yeah, better not going for CRT because CRT, going to consume a lot of electricity. So that is something we don't want. The electricity bill of Sri Lanka. So better not going for this one because of the electricity bill of Sri Lanka. You know how expensive it is. Okay. So you can go for LCD or LED. Both of them consumes less electricity, but LED consumes even lesser. Okay. But the thing is, it is expensive. So next time when somebody brings you a laptop and tells you that it's a 90,000 laptop, but it runs on these one runs on LED and one runs on LCD. Always go for the LED one. If the price is same, go for the LED one because it consumes less electricity. Okay, so it's preferable to go for a LED monitor screen. Then the next one is main memory. Okay, now main memory. Have you seen this? Okay, definitely you all might have seen. Open your motherboard. Okay. Okay, I'm searching for computer RAM and I'm getting something else. Okay, anyways. Yeah. Now have you now go if you're having system unit at your home, open and see in your motherboard like a ruler kind of thing. This is called a RAM. Okay, this ruler kind of thing. This is called a RAM. A RAM is removable. You can now we'll say you have a 4 GB RAM, you want to change it to 8, you can remove and change. Okay, RAM is removable, ROM is not removable. So RAM is only considered a main memory. So what is this RAM? Okay, now when you are doing multitasking, sometimes there are times your computer can get stuck. Okay, stuck. Okay, so certain rather than telling in a better way, now I'll explain to you in a practical way. When you are studying mathematics, your brain you consume a lot of brain. No, than when you're studying ICT, you consume a lot of energy from your brain when you're studying mathematics, right? So same thing only when you are running certain softwares, it requires an extra amount of memory. Okay, so therefore RAM is the one that will be able to give that required amount of memory. So if your RAM is higher, your computer will not get stuck. So I have heard people telling their computer is getting stuck when they are doing multitasking and all. It's because their RAM is slow. Now when you take my computer RAM, I can go to my about PC and I can see, look here, my RAM, it is a 16 GB RAM. So my computer, when you compare my computer and your computer, my computer will be faster than yours. The reason is because I am running on a 16 GB RAM, whereas you're running maybe on a 4 GB or 8 GB RAM. So if you don't want to get your computer stuck, it's better to stick on to a RAM, a computer with a higher RAM. Always remember, a computer with a higher RAM is expensive. A computer with a higher RAM, okay, is expensive. So always remember, so the price of a computer is determined based on all these specifications only, right? So RAM is something that is important in order to control the computer without getting stuck. Why a RAM is important? Because that is the main memory. Okay, that is where the data is stored while you are working with the computer. Now, right now, when I'm writing on my screen, it is displayed to you because of this RAM only. Okay, it is displayed to you because of this RAM. If I save it only, it's going to save in my hard disk. Unless and otherwise, it's displayed to you while my computer is working is because of this RAM only. Okay, so make sure you choose a computer with higher RAM. Now look at this and tell me, will you go for computer A or computer B when you're considering the main memory concept? Which one will you be going? A computer with 4 GB
A.
RAM or 2 GB RAM?
Computer
Computer
A.
A, right? Because
A.
it has 4 GB RAM. That means it's going to get less stuck. It won't get stuck. Okay. But always remember, okay, always remember it's going to be expensive. There are certain reasons why is it expensive. Why a computer is expensive. When the hard disk is more, when the RAM is more, when it is using a licensed operating system, we'll come into that part. We'll go to them slowly. When it is using a LED monitor, when the RAM is higher, and when the hard disk is higher. Okay, when these are some reasons, these are some main reasons why a particular computer is expensive. You can get you can't get you can get two computers. For one is for 40,000 and another one for 80,000. But when you compare these specifications, the 80,000 computer will have a LED monitor, a better RAM, a better hard disk. That is why it's expensive, right? So the price is determined using these specifications. Then the next one is VGA, Video Graphic Adapter. What is this VGA? Okay, is that something funny? No, it's called, okay, it's available, okay, video graphic adapter in your system unit. Let me show it in the system unit. Okay, yeah, video graphic adapter in a system unit. Now if you are using in your TV, in most of our TVs we can't find it, but we can find it in our system units. Okay, if you're using a computer at home, you might have come across this, something like this. Yeah, something similar. Yeah, this one, something like this, you might have come across. Okay, these are called monitor ports. Now if you are using a desktop computer, okay, if you're using a desktop computer, you need to separately attach a monitor, right? If you're using a desktop computer, you need to separately attach a monitor, right? So in order to attach a monitor separately, you need to have this video graphic adapter. So when you take a video graphic adapter, it has, okay, it actually has 3 kinds of ports. Okay. Now, yeah, let me check with the ports. I just want to show you the pictures and
Sijada Kabeer, ICT.
okay, yeah. VGA port in a system unit. Okay. Yeah, something similar like this. Okay, you might have come across in your TVs. In TVs also you have. Okay, you might have come across this in your TVs also. Okay, TVs we have HDMI port to connect your these what do you call this deck. If you all are using these TV decks and all, you will be using that. Okay. So if you see, okay, if you see VGA, a video graphic adapter. This VGA, in a video graphic adapter, you have actually 3 ports. Okay, call the VGA port. Okay, now in this picture, you have only the VGA port. You have 3 ports called the VGA port, HDMI port. I'll show you that as well. This is a VGA port. Okay, it looks somewhat like, you know, like a mouth. Okay, it looks somewhat like a mouth. Okay, then you have something called HDMI port. HDMI port. You might have seen these in your TVs and all. Okay, whoever is using these 32-inch TV or whatever the big TV that you all are using, you all might have come across this port. This is a HDMI port. Okay, then you have something called the DVI port. Okay, which is called, okay, DVI port. This is a DVI port. Nowadays, computers, you won't find a DVI port, but you can find a VGA port and a HDMI port. So what are these ports? These VGA, video graphic adapter ports, are ports that you need in order to connect a monitor. Now, when you're buying a computer, okay, we'll say I am selling a desktop computer to you, entire set I'm selling. Okay, but inside my system unit, I have removed the VGA card. Will you be able to fix your monitor and use it if I have removed it? This is a VGA card. Okay. Now we say I have removed this VGA card. Will you be able to fix the monitor and use it? Definitely no, right? So whenever you are buying a computer, another thing that you need to look onto is whether the VGA card is available. Because if a VGA card is not available, you won't be able to connect the monitor. In that case, you won't be able to use the computer or as well. All right, so understood what is a VGA card means. Why is it important to check when you're buying a computer whether the VGA card is available? Yes, any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Was it clear? Any questions? Any clarifications? No questions? No clarifications? Okay, then the next one is, yeah, sound card. Okay, sound card you need. If you want to connect a speaker or a microphone, you need a sound card. Okay, if you want to connect a speaker or a microphone, you need a sound card. Sometimes in your TVs, you might have come across, not mostly in TVs, but when you take your system unit, you might have seen these color holes like this. Pink color, green color, blue color, like these different colors. Okay, different colors of holes you might have seen. Now when you take in my computer, I have only green color and pink color. I don't have blue color. Okay, here this is the one. Here you have blue color. Okay, blue color you have, pink color, green color. This okay, if you're having these colored ports, okay, these are called sound card. You need these ports in order to connect a speaker or a microphone. But nowadays computers, you can only find pink color and green color. Now I'll tell you what each of these colors are. Okay, blue color port is why no longer in use also, I will tell you. Okay, first let me come into the first one. Blue color port, we say, okay, it is used to connect line in. Now in my mobile phone there is a song. Okay, now earlier days mobile phones, have you seen the charger? Something, a pin, some kind of similar pin, only the charger pin is also. I mean, in earlier days phones and all, right? You might have seen in these we say upper phones, that button phones. Okay, in those chargers and all, it's something like that, right? So from those phones, if I want to say, nowadays now you have data cable and all. Okay, but in these ones, in old days phones, you don't have data cable, right? So if you want to send a song from this phone to your computer, you connect it using the blue color port. Okay, a pink color port is used if you want to connect a microphone. Nowadays laptop, to connect the microphone and the speaker, you have one port only, one single port. Okay, but in earlier days computer, you have a pink color port and a green color port. Pink color port is used to connect a microphone. Okay, and a green color port is used to connect a speaker. Green color port is used to connect a speaker.
Oh, headphone.
Yes, headphones. Headphones, yes. Headphones also. Now, when you're talking about headphones are also having two wires, right? There might be something like red color wire, black color wire, or pink color wire, green color wire. Okay, there are certain headphones like that. Okay, so you need to know, okay, mic, wherever you are supposed to connect the microphone, okay, the microphone wire should be connected to the pink color port, and this headphone, the speaker wire should be connected to the green color port. So if you want to connect a speaker to your computer, connect the speaker wire to this green color port. Then only your speaker will be connected. Nuha, I will answer your question once after the class. For sure, I will answer. Okay. So up to now, was it clear? Any questions, any doubts, any clarifications?
No, no doubts.
Okay, nice. Okay. Then the next one is pre-installed system. What do you mean by pre-installed system? Okay, now, have you heard of something called operating system? Now in Apple phones and all, we use an operating system called iOS. In Android, in Samsung phones and all, we use an operating system called Android. Now in my computer, I use an operating system called Windows. So operating system, okay, what is this operating system? Operating system is necessary. So if you see your body without a soul, what is it? It is a dead body, no? It won't work, it won't do anything. It's a dead body, right? Same thing, a computer soul is a operating system. A computer soul is a operating system. it will not work. The computer will not work without an operating system. Okay, a computer needs an operating system to function itself. Okay, so when you're talking about operating system, there are two types of operating system. There are two types of operating system known as the free and open source operating system, and then the licensed operating system. What do you mean by free and open source operating system is you can go, you also can go to Google and go to their website and download them. That is a free and open source operating system. A licensed operating system is if you want to use the operating system, you have to pay a particular money. Now, when you take these iOS, Windows, I will show you the Windows website. Okay, Windows 11. I want to download Windows 11. So see, I'm going to the particular Microsoft their website, and if I ask, okay, if I ask to download now, okay, it is getting downloaded. I don't want it to download anyways. Okay, it's getting downloaded, but it will give it only a limited period of time. I can use it for free. Okay, after that, okay, maybe for 1 week or maybe for 30 days only, I can use it for free. Okay, after that, if I want to download, if I want to use, I need to pay money for it. I need to pay a particular amount. Okay, so Windows, iOS, macOS and all are licensed operating system. That is why iPhones are expensive than the Android phone. Even though the camera quality, storage, RAM, everything is same, why iPhone is expensive is, apart from the brand name, the reason why is it expensive is the operating systems used in these phones are licensed operating systems. All right, now in my computer, I'm using a Windows one. I'm using a licensed one, as well as I am using an open source one as well. I am using Ubuntu. Ubuntu is an open source operating system. Ubuntu is a open source operating system. I hope my okay. Okay, it's not working. I think my period is over. Anyways, my subscription period is over, so I need to yeah, I need to again reinstall it. Anyways, I wanted to show you all about the Ubuntu operating system. Okay, there I go. I get it. Okay, so this is now in my computer. I'm using Windows as well as Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a free one. That's why I was able to go and download it. I was able to go and download because the reason Ubuntu is a free. Now you also can go to the Ubuntu website. You also can go to the Ubuntu website. I can say Ubuntu download. If you click, you can go to the Ubuntu website, and once you click download, okay, once you go there and once you click here, you have the option download. Once you click download, it will get downloaded. After that, you can use it for free. You don't have to pay any amount. So depending on the operating system used, also the price of an item varies. Okay, so if somebody, now say I'm selling you a computer for 80,000, okay, but I'm having two computer A and computer B. In computer A, I'm using Ubuntu operating system. In computer B, I'm using a Windows operating system. Okay, you can argue with me. You can tell this is a free one. This one you're selling for 80,000 is unfair. Or this is a licensed one. Selling this for 80,000 is okay. But this is free. But why are you selling this for 80,000? Because it's free. Anybody can download. So you can argue. Okay, so the price of item depends on this softwares also. Up to now, any questions, any doubts, any clarifications? I hope it's clear. Right? I hope it's clear. Now look at this. Okay, now look at this particular thing. Okay, now look at this particular thing. Now we did the question 2 as well. Now question question 3, they are asking which computer may have higher cost. That means they are asking which computer is costly. Is it computer A or is it computer B? Which computer?
Computer B.
No.
Computer A.
Computer A.
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 Windows.
Computer A is only costly. What is the reason? What is the reason computer A is costlier? Because it is having a 4 GB of main memory, 1 TB of hard disk, and it is using a license operating system. And it is monitor screen is a LED monitor screen. And also it is using a quad core processor. That is why this computer is going to be expensive. Understood up to now? Up to now. So next time when you are buying a computer, these things you need to look on to. It's a must that you need to look on to these things when you are buying a computer. If not, you are only going to fall under loss. You're going to spend lakhs and lakhs and then you're under trouble. Right? Then the next one is non-technical specification. Non-technical specifications means things that are outside computer. Linux is a operating system, okay? Linux, now Ubuntu is a manufacturer, okay? Linux is a company that manufactures operating system, okay? Linux is a company that manufactures operating system. So they have two types of operating systems, Ubuntu and Linux, okay? Ubuntu is also manufactured by Linux only. Linux is also manufactured by Linux only. The operating systems that are manufactured by Linux are definitely free and open source. Was it clear, Nuha? Did I clarify your doubt, Nuha? Did I answer your question? Yeah, okay. Now, non-technical specification. There's only 3 non-technical specification. Warranty, price, and service after sale. What is warranty? Warranty is where a particular vendor means from whom you are buying the computer, the person who is selling you the computer, if he is giving you a guarantee, for any damages that occurs for a computer during a period of time, that is called warranty. Warranty is a guarantee. That warranty is a particular word, okay, particular word that the person who the vendor giving you, that if any defects happen to the computer within a time period, they are saying they will be resolving that defect, okay? So when you take warranty, there are 3 types of warranty: manufacturer warranty, extended warranty, on-site warranty. Manufacturer warranty means, we'll say, okay, I bought a HP laptop. Okay. I bought this laptop from, we'll say I bought this laptop from Abans. Okay. Now, who is the manufacturer of HP laptop? Who created HP laptop? It's the HP company, right? It's the HP company. In a better way, if I have to tell you, we'll take Apple phone. Okay, Apple phone will take, now you all must be using phones, no? We'll take Apple phone. So, I am buying this Apple phone from Abans, we'll say. Okay, now, who is the manufacturer of Apple phone? The Apple phone, we'll say iPhone 14 or something. Who is the manufacturer? It's the Apple company. If the Apple company is giving you the warranty, the company that created the device is giving you a warranty, that is called a manufacturer warranty. Okay. Usually a manufacturer warranty will be maximum 2 years, not more than that. Okay. Then you have extended warranty. Extended warranty means from the manufacturer, if you are asking more than the given 2 years, if you are asking extra time period, extra warranty, that is called extended warranty. Now we'll say I bought computers. Okay, I'm working in a company and I bought computers and the manufacturer warranty is 2 years. Now I want extra 1 more year because I don't believe in my employees, because they might break the computer or do something. So I am very scared. Okay, so I want an extra warranty. So that extra time period of warranty that I am getting, that is called extended warranty. So from whom do you get the extended warranty? From a manufacturer. Then you have on-site warranty. On-site warranty means from where am I buying this device? Abans. The warranty that is given by the Abans from the relevant vendor, from the relevant place that I bought the device from, that is called on-site warranty. Understood what are the different types of warranty? Any questions? Any questions? Any clarifications? No questions? No clarifications?
Understand the B part, extended warranty.
Extended warranty is now manufacturer is giving you HP. Now Apple company is giving you a 2 years of warranty. Okay, Apple company is giving you a 2 years of warranty. Now you will say you are having kids at your home, so you are not sure. Maybe they might break the device like that. You are scared. So if you are asking another 1 more year, you are asking more than apart from now by 2 years, this warranty is over. If you are asking another 1 more year or another 3 more years, additional time, additional warranty apart from the given warranty, that is extended warranty. So this manufacturer warranty and on-site warranty can be given free of charge. But for extended warranty, you need to pay extra money because you are asking extra assurance. No, you're asking a extra time period, more than the normal period of assurance. You're asking an extra time period of reassurance, right? So therefore, you need to pay them extra money on that. Understood what is on-site warranty is. Now where did I buy the Apple phone from? Abans, the shop that I'm buying the phone from, the site that I'm buying the phone from, the site that I'm buying the device from. Okay, if they are giving me a warranty, let's say I bought my phone from Liberty Plaza, a particular shop called we say the shop's name is IT shop or something. We say the shop's name is IT shop. So this IT shop is giving me a warranty, means that is called on-site warranty. Was it clear? Did I clarify all your questions?
Yes.
Okay. How about Hashma and Hasna? Was your question clear? Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Then the next non-technical specification is price. Price, I told you, price is something that is depending on the technical specification. No, depending on the technical specifications, this price will be changed. But price is also considered a specification only, because if the technical, why it is considered a specification is because if there is no proper technical specification and you pay for that company, or will say you say the technical specification, or when you take this computer B here, computer B doesn't have much of a good specification. The quality here is not so good. So if you pay 1 lakh for this, what is the point, right? It's pointless, right? So that is why price is considered a specification, a non-technical specification. Then the next one is service after sale. Now we'll say you bought a laptop from me. Okay. Now something happened for the laptop. Something happened. Or we'll say rather than any laptop, we say you didn't buy not something happened. We'll tell it in a simpler way. Okay. You bought a mobile phone from me. Now you are trying to switch on the mobile phone. Mobile phone is not getting switched on. The mobile phone is not getting switched on. Okay. So you're calling me. You're trying to call me and I am not answering. So is that a good service as a company, as a shop? Is that a good service of me? No, right? After you buy the device, I need to offer you some service. No, if there's any problem, I have to help you to resolve that problem. I have to tell you how to resolve that problem, right? So that is only service after sale. Okay, so service after sale, you need to see whether, because there are certain shops that doesn't give service after sale. Now, sometime after buying the device, okay, after paying a lot of money, huge money, and after buying the device and coming, imagine like some kind of issue, you don't know how to work with that device. So what's the point, right? So it's necessary you get the service after sale. You need to make sure that the company that you're buying or the shop that you're buying the device from should be able to provide service after sale. They must have a hotline number. They must have some kind of a number to contact them immediately when some kind of a problem is sorted for us. Okay, was it clear what are the different kinds of technical and non-technical specifications? Any questions, any doubts? Okay, then the last part is ports. Apart from VGA card, sound card, there are other ports also you should see whether your computer is having. Okay, such as USB port, Rj45 port, and Bluetooth and Wi-Fi facility. Now, I'll show you what is a USB. You all must be definitely knowing a USB port. Okay, I don't have to explain to you what is a USB port. Definitely all of you all must be knowing. So why do you need to see whether a USB port should be there in a laptop as well as in a computer? Because you can create a lot of device from this USB port, like printer, mouse, a keyboard, web camera, everything you can connect, right? Sorry? Scanner, yes, a lot of device. Now in my home, we have connected the printer, mouse, keyboard, everything to the USB port only, right? So it's necessary to see whether there is a USB port, okay? Then the next one is Rj45 port or the network port. What does a network port or Rj45 port means is, okay, Rj45 port is if you want to connect your computer to a Wi-Fi router or something, you need this Rj45 port. Okay, without this port, you can't connect your computer to a Wi-Fi router. Okay, then the next one is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi facilities. Computers, these fixed computers, those don't give you Bluetooth facilities, but Wi-Fi facilities are available. Why do you need to see whether this Bluetooth or Wi-Fi facilities are available? Because there are certain devices like mouse, keyboard and all, you can connect them wirelessly, right? So if there is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi facility only, you can connect them wirelessly. So that is why all these things are things that you need to see before buying a device. Okay. So because you're going to pay a huge amount for this device, maybe 1 lakh, maybe 2 lakh, you're going to pay, right? So it is necessary the money that you pay should be worth enough for the item you have bought. Up to now, any questions, any doubts, any clarifications? Up to now. Anybody who has any questions?
No, teacher.
Okay. Then the next we have now in this we have covered E question. We'll go on to F question. F is write a non-technical specification given in this table. Now look at this table and tell me, okay, look at this table. Now, there's a small mistake in this. Please change it. It is supposed to be warranty, not monitor. Okay. Look at this table and tell me what is the non-technical specification given in this table. Only one is given. Warranty is the only non-technical specification given in this table. Now let's do this entire worksheet. Okay. What are the devices that provide data and instruction to the computer? Using which device you give data and instruction to the computer? Using what device?
Input
Device. Very good. Yes. Which of the following is not an input device? Keyboard,
Speakers.
do you give or do you get? Keyboard is you give. So therefore it is input. Mouse, you give. That is input. Microphone, you give. That is input. Speaker, you get. So therefore it is a output device. Output devices are one of the following devices. So scanner, you scan your book and send it inside the computer. No? So therefore, is it an output device? No. It is a input device. Touch screen can be an output as well as input, because from the touch screen only you give the instruction also. From the touch screen only you see the view or the display also. So it can be input and output. So we'll keep it aside. Okay, we'll move to the next one. Touchpad. Touchpad means I hope you all know what is a touchpad. Anyways, I will show you what is a touchpad just to make things clear. Okay, this laptops you have, this is called a touchpad. Okay, so touchpad is used to give instructions, give something to the computer. So that is input. Joystick. Have you seen joystick? Joystick you might have seen when you have gone to these play area places. Okay, joystick. This is called a joystick. So if you want to move the player, when you're playing a game, if you want to move the player, make the player jump and all, you use a joystick. So you give instruction, you give the player what to do, you tell the player what to do, you give something. So therefore it is also input. So out of the given one, which is output, so you can take touch screen is the only output, because that can be considered as both input as well as output. Then the next one, a printer. A printer is a output device because you're going to take print out from the computer. Which of the following is a storage device? SD card reader is not a storage device, it's an input device. SD card means memory cards, your computer, camera memory card, phone memory card, those are called SD card. Okay. If there's in everybody's laptop, not in computers, but laptops, you can find there's something called SD card reader. So these memory card, if you want to take the pictures in the memory card to the computer, you use a SD card reader. SD card reader is a input device. So hard disk is the only storage device. System unit is not an input device, not an output device. It's just a device. Okay. And the next one, not a part of CPU. Okay. This is something that I did not teach, but something that you have studied. When you take CPU is made out of, now when you take your brain, you have three parts, no? Left brain, right brain, and below, okay, bottom brain. When I hit to the bottom brain only, everything you all forget, no? You all might have seen this in movies, no? When somebody brings and hit you at the bottom part of the brain, you all forget everything. That is how, no? You all become memory loss, okay? So like that, okay, a CPU also has three parts, namely CU, which is control unit, then ALU, arithmetic logical unit, then memory register. Okay, CU only will control all the device connected to the computer. ALU, okay, it only does all the mathematical calculations that a computer. Now, when you give a computer to do a mathematical calculations or anything, it is done by a ALU. Memory register is that I told you, our brain, when we hit at the back part, we forget everything. Like that, CPU's temporary brain is only memory register. So which of them is not a part of the CPU? It is actually RAM. RAM is not a part of the CPU. It is a main memory. It is not the company that manufactures processor. Intel is a company.
Then
Okay, Dell is not a company. Apple is a company. AMD is a company. So the answer is actually Dell. Dell is a computer manufacturing company, not a processor manufacturing company. Intel is a processor manufacturer. Intel, Apple, AMD. Dell is a computer manufacturing company, not a processor manufacturing company. The speed of the processor is determined by the number of instructions. If you see, when you take speed of the processor is measured in hertz, right? This hertz is measured, you know how? Based on number of instructions per a second. How many instructions can you do per a second? Using that only, the speed of the processor is determined. Okay, number of instructions carried out per a second. Then the next one is 1 GB's capacity. If you remember, I told you, KB is the smallest one. Then you have MB. Then you have GB. Then you have TB. Right? So which means 1 GB is going to be equal to somewhat lesser than GB only, either MB or KB. So definitely not TB. Okay, so always remember, this is something that you all need to learn when you go to grade 10. So have this in your head. In your grade 9, very rarely you get questions. Okay, always remember 1024 KB equals 1 MB. 1024 MB equals 1 GB. Okay, 1024 GB equals 1 TB. This is a definitely something that you need to learn when you go to grade 10. So it's better learning than this. This is how, what do you mean by this is, okay, this determines on how the data is stored, okay, data is stored in your hard disk, okay, in your hard disk, how the data is stored is determined using this MB, KB and GB only. Okay, so now instead 1 MB means you can save 1024 KB worth. That means file size. Okay, now the size of the file will say it's KB. So like one file size is KB. So like this 1024 files that you can save in a MB in a particular device, in a hard disk, that is worth of MB. That is what they are telling. So here the answer is going to be 1024 MB. The next one, the speed of the processor is measured in what? Hertz, which is gigahertz and megahertz. Okay. Then the next one, select a technical specification. Warranty, service after sale, company reputation. Company reputation is nothing. Always remember, technical means something inside the computer. Company reputation, is it something inside the computer? No. Memory capacity is only something inside the computer. So therefore, it is the technical specification. Which of the following is not considered as a main storage device? The question is wrong. The question is supposed to be which is considered as the main storage device. It's supposed to be hard disk. It's no. Okay, yeah. The question is supposed to be which of them is considered as the main storage device. There's a mistake with the question. It's not. Compact disk means CD. CD is a storage device, but not a main storage device. Motherboard is not a storage device. Processor is also not a storage device. Okay. Then which of the following is not a non-portable computer? So if you see, which of them is not a non-portable? Not a non-portable computer means they're asking which of them is a portable computer. Not non-portable means which of them is a portable computer. It is a laptop computer. Microphone is an example of input device. Okay, touch screen is considered. Just now I told you touch screen can be considered as both input and output, because in that only you give the instructions. From that only you get the output displayed also. Then what is a permanent storage device used in a computer? Just now I told you it's the hard disk. Hard disk is considered as a permanent storage or the main storage device. Okay. Then which of the following is not a processor manufacturing company? It is Microsoft. Okay. Which of the following is not a type of monitor? Crt, LCD, LED. All these are type of monitor. Not a type of monitor is USB. USB is a port that you use to connect a peripheral device. It's not a type of monitor. Which of the following is an example for monitor port? Monitor port, there are three types. What are those? HDMI, okay, K and DVI. Okay, now in these two, you can connect a monitor. In HDMI also, you can connect a monitor as well as a television. You can connect a monitor and a television. Always remember this. And in HDMI, you can connect a monitor and a television. In a VGA, you can connect, in a VGA and DVI, you can connect a monitor. Okay. Then yeah, only a monitor. So sometimes in your paper, they might ask in which of the port you can connect a television. Then you have to know it's the HDMI port. Okay. Which of the following can't connect to a USB port? If you see, which of them you can't connect, they are asking. Okay. Barcode reader they have, digital camera they have, multimedia projector they have, web camera. So when you take web camera, you can connect. Barcode reader, you can connect. Multimedia projector, you can connect. But a digital camera, you can't. That is why we remove the SD card and read the SD card reader, right? You have SD card reader to read the SD card, right? So that is because digital camera cannot be connected. Then the next part 2, answer the following question. Name the 2 types of users. Okay, who are users? Users are basically the ones who are using the computer. So when you take users, there are 2 types of users, okay? Namely, system user and end user. System user only who does things inside the computer, designing the program, designing, creating your games, softwares, creating, any kind of a document, like they work with the computer, right? I mean, they do things inside the computer, okay? They do things inside at the back end of the computer. A person who does things at the back end of the computer is known as a system user. End user is the person who uses the computer for his day-to-day tasks, like us. Now we are end users. Now, if I am a software engineer, then I am a system user. If you say I'm a game developer or a web developer or a software engineer, then I am a system user. Now I am a teacher. I am the end user. You're a student. You're an end user. You're not doing anything in the computer. I mean, you're not doing anything to the computer, not in the computer, to the computer. You're not designing a software or maintaining software or anything. You're not doing anything for the computer. You're just using the computer. So if you're using the computer, you're an end user. If you're doing anything for the computer, it is called a system user. So some other system. Now when you take a programmer is a system user because he's going to write the program for the software. Network administrator is a system user. Software engineer is a system user. When you take computer application as system, he is an end user. He is not a system user. Web developer is a system user. Okay. So system user, difference between a system user and end user is a system user is the one who develops and creates stuff. Okay. who creates stuffs inside the computer. For the computer, who creates stuffs for the computer. End user is the one who use those stuffs. Okay, I hope it's clear. So two types of users. Who are those? System users and end users. Then the next question. Write 5 peripherals that can be connected using a USB. Mouse, keyboard, printer, even microphone you can connect today. Microphones you can connect, speakers you can connect today, scanners and multimedia projectors, all these. 3 technical specification. Processor, hard disk, main memory, and any 3. Non-technical, service after sale, price, and warranty. 2 examples of a licensed software. What are the 2 examples of a licensed software you can tell? You can tell is actually Windows and Mac OS. Windows and Mac OS also you can say iOS also. Okay. And then free and open source, it is Ubuntu you can say. Android also you can say. Android phones that you all are using, that is a free and open source. Or Ubuntu, Linux, Android. Okay. All these are free and open source operating system. In the next one, the ports of sound cards use standard color scheme for identification. Write an appropriate activity or connecting for this color. So basically they're asking you the color codes. What are the color codes available in a sound card? Pink, green, and blue. Right? Pink, green, and blue. So in pink, what do you connect? You connect the mic, which is mic in. Yeah, microphone, or you can say mic in. Green, you connect the speaker. So you can say line out. Okay. Blue, you connect the, if you want to send something from your phone, you connect it to line in.
Lining.
Okay? Yeah. This is what. Web camera for the second one. Now, second one, yeah, web camera. Yes, you can say Ammar. Of course, you can say Ammar. Okay. So, yeah, we are done with this part also. Now, we'll move on to true or false. Desktop computer is a type of computer. Is desktop a type of computer? Yes, it is. Desktop computer is a type of computer. It is a non-portable computer. So the first one is true. Touch screen can be considered as input device. Yes, it can be considered as input as well as a output. Specifications are generally about common features of an item. Yes, now when you take yourself, okay, specifications, okay, you have your own specifications. Okay, so features of an item. When you're buying a product or something, you see for the specifications, like ingredients, expiry date. So there's a specification. So specifications means it will be the features of an item. The processors data swiftly. The processor processes data swiftly. That means they're saying the processor will process data fast itself. Okay. Yes, processor process data fast, but it depends on the processor, right? If it's a single core, it's going to be slow. If it's a quad core, little slower. Okay, but if it's a dual core, it's little slower. Quad core is going to be faster. But somehow or the other, processors are responsible to process data in a speedier way. Okay, the speed of a computer is measured in hertz. Okay, so computer means it's a processor. The speed of the processor is measured in hertz means, and the speed of the computer is also measured in what? Hertz only. Okay, AMD stands for Advanced Mini Device. No, that is false. What does AMD stand for? Anybody who can tell me? Anybody who can tell me what does AMD stands for? Anybody who knows? Well, must have studied, no? AMD. Okay, AMD. AMD stands for Advanced Micro Devices, not mini devices. They are telling here what? Mini devices. It is actually what? Advanced micro devices, not mini devices. Okay. Intel is not a processor manufacturing company. False. Intel is a processor manufacturing company. Single core has 2 CPUs. No, it's dual core that has 2 CPUs. Single core has only 1 CPU. Dual core has 2 CPUs. Always remember, single core has 1 CPU. Dual core has 2 CPU. Quad core has 4 CPUs. Okay. Then the next one, an example for quad core is i3. Yes, correct, true. The hard disk is a main secondary storage device in the computer. Yes, it is. Secondary storage device means those are permanent storage devices. So hard disk is a main one. Yes, it is. It is true. And the last, fill in the blank. Okay. Yeah. First, let me go. Computer blank devices are blank input blank devices. So yeah. So if you see computers, okay, peripheral devices are classified as what? Input, output, and storage. Okay. Peripheral devices means always remember devices that are connected to a computer. Blank is a detailed description of a material. What is that? Specification. Specification is a detailed description of a material that determines what? The quality and the quantity. Mostly determines the quality. Today you studied. Okay. It's using the specifications only. You can say the quality of a computer. Right? Blank and blank capacity are basic specifications. What capacity? Memory capacity and hard disk. Memory and hard disk capacity. Okay. Memory and hard disk capacity. Hard disk capacity are basic specifications for a computer. Okay. Then blank and blank software are example for non-technical specifications. So if you see warranty, okay, warranty and pre-installed, okay, pre-installed software, warranty and pre-installed software, you can consider that as technical and non-technical. The reason is because of operating system, you can consider it as technical. Because of other software like MS Word, like this MS software, MS PowerPoint, Google Chrome, those are non-technical. Okay. So yeah, that's it about your first lesson. So I have covered your entire first lesson. Any questions, any doubts on your first lesson so far? Is there any question? Clear, right? I hope it's clear on everyone. Hasna, Shazra, Shahid. Okay, those students. Okay, existing students. Turia. Was it clear on y'all?
Clear, miss.
Okay, so
clear.
yeah. Then I can stop sharing. Is Nuha in the class? No, Nuha is not in the class. I thought of clarifying her doubt. She's not in the class. Anyways, yeah. So this, okay, today is the day that I've started the fast track. So this will be going like, until your exams. That means December, before your school third term. Third term falls on the November last week, no? So before your November last week, I'll be covering the entire syllabus. Only today's session is free. Okay.
Teacher,
After this, if you, I'm sorry, Rukaya,
electronic spreadsheet, when are you covering?
I'll be doing it next class.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, first let me stop the recording.